Posted the wrong thing. Hello, Pambulem, una good evening, una good afternoon. Sorry we dey come late today. I get a little bit of challenge. I get pain na my neck. So even today will not go take too much. The only thing we person don't say if they do something if for do am. Without wasting time, I go make let we co-host tell una do.
Wambule na kabo plenty kusha nyabonde sia wana abisi ya kaka baba minu seke nungo sukuri ni tu momonu. Today this topic Bajalo is so important that we do them in the form of lectures. So you do the lectures, then we will discuss around the lectures. So that Swambulen will see the material as it was gathered, the sources, because anything what we see now is evidence based. And around the evidence and they will do with whatever discussion we do. So Famulem na the word that Bajalo.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Today we can talk about the system of governance in Sierra Leone and how we politicians then they misuse the system. Today I dey talk about Julius Maada Bio in presidency. But that no mean say na in no more don't misuse the country. When people like misuse the country, when they come on a power, the other hand come, rather than we sit down, we look say, why was this done wrong? Instead, we dey say, we don't set the precedence. So we dey continue for do the wrong things with time. This don't go on from 1961. And anything, when people then take the habit of doing it over and over, it dey reach side where they become a culture. The culture of self-destruction are one of the main reasons we make Julius Maada Bio do all the things the way they do. Because he was born and brought up in an environment outside the intellectual class, the political class, instead of them sit down, say, love make care for everybody. Then they do all the wrong things, then they say na precedence. Well, of course, for a few people we know, between 1961 and 1964, we've been stable. There was stability in Sierra Leone. From the time where Hamilton Magai died, where Albert Magai take over, nine politics become doing wrong to get the upper hand. This public order act will depend ala but in Sierra Leone. Now one of the first instruments in that where Albert Magai pass, where from there it justify something will be happen will lead we country to waiting and they tell we say the hot tax war. You see, I don't know what's in our problem, but in Sierra Leone, we get a culture for make bad things into good things. We not a learn, say, okay, this is bad, we don't experience them as bad, let we not do them again. Let we move away from that and try for do it good. We dey pass laws. If you look at we laws, we get some of the best laws them na Africa. We get some of the best laws that we keep in any side of the world. But instead of we use the laws, we dey misuse them. Yesterday evening, I been dey listen to NBS, the channel where they get in America. Somebody use a word With that word, they click in my mind, say, oh, this is really the problem we have in Sierra Leone. The person say, America is not a nation of law. And I explain what it mean, but when he talk around that word there, or that phrase there, I can't for understand exactly what he mean. We dey all about rule of law, rule of law, rule of law na Sierra Leone. If we not get the culture for respect the law, there will be no rule of law. The law is just ordinary letters written on paper. The culture, the belief, the perception, and the attitude for respect them what's then there on paper now for develop. And what thing they bring that about? We class system they inform on that. What I mean, we don't talk to them now about we caste system. How we they show status. You get the leaders or the rulers, you get the working class, then you get the slaves. That system take today in the work now with country. And now it don't they take a dangerous dimension. That dimension, now in this government where they in power, so they use that dangerous dimension. And that is why you see a few people, the minute they go into politics, they don't get some recognition as society, then get the habit for tell people and say, we know they give you relevance. So that tell them say they're relevant past the other people. You see, if we want to solve the problem of Sierra Leone, we first stop for make them into compartments. Then we look at the bigger picture. And for make we see the bigger picture, we get for ask certain questions. First and foremost, do we understand what we are doing? Or are we trying to imitate something we don't understand? Everybody will tell you, I studied in Harvard, I studied at Cambridge. This is how they say it in the laws of the UK. This is how they say it in the laws of the United States. Yes, correct. But are these things that we preach, this concept that we want to transfer, do we understand them culturally? Do we understand them within the context of we social intelligence? All man they are rule of law, transparency, accountability. We had all those things before the white man came. We society been gets ways for provide then systems then. But what thing can bring the confusion, per we? Now, when we can take over the white man in way we will not understand, we want to translate them into cultural ways. Because you come up from a ruling house, you go school, you go university. So when you can now, rather than you go rule you people them with empathy, you dey go you bully them. Say me don't sabi book, me na pumui, me na poto. That mentality, now they destroy we so. And outside the worst thing happen during the time where the British been want for establish now the protectorate, way of course lead to that hot tax war. They establish a frontier police. Now they show so. The establishment of this force was suggested by Sir Francis D. Winston, a special service officer who took charge of an expedition against the Yoni tribe in 1887, between whom and certain other tribes within and what is now the Sierra Leone Protectorate, there had been a long-standing feud. This force where this man established, now the primary factor wey cause the hot tax war, abuse of police power, and we dey see am tey in Sierra Leone, and now e worse. This force na dem dey call Bandajuma Frontier Force in history. This is the report on the hot tax war wey dem no be ever produce. Now dem dey produce am. Na the original version this I dey show so. That come to okay. You see, report to the Queen's Most Excellent Majesty. This report was published, but it never came out until recently. And recently, them put out for people them for see. When you read this report, what it dey inform you is that you dey see a lot of we governance mechanism and what's wrong with we and how we come about. See, 1899, I then do the commission, we write this report. That governance tradition where the British then go introduce now the protectorate. We not get nothing democratic Panam. Everything about it is impunity and autocracy. Now we learn, and after independence, we not try for change them. Instead, those who go into politics, as you can rightly say, became the neo-colonialists. Then they use the patterns and systems were there in this report. And with time, we go come for even no say some of the schools that were then be established, where the British they established, then schools so they call government school. When you study the kind discipline system what they introduced there, na brutality. A brutality. Una we go border schools there, una know what they talk. So combine the culture of impunity where they introduced to with traditional rulers. Add the culture of impunity that happens in the so-called body norms. What do you expect society to have? You have to have men with impunity. You know, get people there with empathy. What in them can make them worse for we? These men, in as much as they don't train them in impunity, they add on top of the a kind of patriotism where the Sierra Leonean don't understand them. Before they come on stage, I tell me co say every Sierra Leonean is patriotic, but you have very few Sierra Leoneans that are nationalistic. At first, you not be understand what you mean. Patriotism is loyalty to your social group. You are patriotic. If you're not Kono, you're loyal to the Kono group, you are patriotic. If you're not Mende, you're loyal to the Mende group, you are patriotic. If you're not Fula, you're loyal to the Fulani group, you are patriotic. Because historically, with people them that way them been live before. They had that identity, that linguistic identity. Even though, of course, They all get a common cultural background where they not be able to understand, but they have that linguistic identity. And 30 day, now in the play now we hate. Today, when you ask somebody, he go tell you say, me come off from the Chimney Nation. Then they go tell you say, me na Mende Nation I come off from. Yes, that's what they understood. And everybody gets a right for belong to an identity. What we have failed in is that since 1961, we get independence, we not try for carve a national sense in everybody where they within that area what they call Sierra Leone. We have Sierra Leoneans who are nationalistic, but they are very few. And they are the big. Then what's here? Let will not confuse them, let get them clear. Patriotism now your identity with a specific social group. It can be a cultural group, it can be a language group, it can be a regional group. It's not about politics, it's about identity. Patriotism can be good, it can be bad.
As anything else. Yes.
Nationalism is the identity of a geopolitical space. We'll talk about Guinea. Guinea is a geopolitical space. Sierra Leone is a geopolitical space. Liberia is a geopolitical space. If everybody born within those geopolitical space able to identify and be loyal to that geopolitical space, that's nationalism, it's not patriotism. If in the long run all them TSO come into a melting pot, we get a unitary system that we can begin talk about patriotic Sierra Leoneans, patriotic Guineans, patriotic Liberians. But as far as me concerned, up to this day and time and hour, maybe the Guineans are a little bit up the ladder in nationalism. But Liberians and Sierra Leoneans, we have much to do. Because first and foremost, there are a lot of us who don't even know the next 60 miles outside where we were born and brought up. Yes. But Kuman and they only sabi Freetown and other places because he don't big now, he can't school or college or he get job. But otherwise, we say born and grow. Now they sabi. And that is his own space. That is not wrong with that. That's why the picture of Sierra Leone is difficult for us to get. And now that make I can say, if we want to begin carve a picture of Sierra Leone, let we use the National Youth Service. You understand? When people then use the National Youth Service, then it will make it easier for people then for no other people, no other places, no other languages, no other ways of doing things. Because I not go call them culture. We not get no two culture in Sierra Leone. One culture we get, but with variations of the same.
Variances.
So this now is situation. And Julius Maada now the man don't abuse the negatives of the situation passing. And the unfortunate side is he is the man with the highest number of people claiming to be educated in governance. Some things then they already happen. If really people are considerate, if people look at issues from what you they discuss now, it will not happen. And if he is a nationalist, because they claim saying I bring democracy, me know how democracy come. I not go talk about that. Democracy cannot say I be second lieutenant. that rule the train.
You also ask you a question whether we have democracy serving at the country. Yes.
Well, we have the beginning of it. Up to now, we not get to it. You understand?
We get the semblance. Just put on.
Yes. Now we dey try for adopt them as a culture. Just like what they emphasize say, we cultures, we beliefs now they determine patriotism, nationalism, all the ism, then they you understand. And I begin say we get maybe some of the best laws, but we're not able to adhere to them because we not get the culture of understanding them. So
Let,
therefore, we are not a nation of law. Rather than we dey talk about rule of law is far-fetched. We are not a nation of law. Salone na the country where before you win case pass you see to see. You don't need that if the nation is a nation of law. Yes, I you want to say something.
yeah, but just confirm what you they say, what you they do, and what look the materials and everything. Draw some inferences where I go out for where we.
Go ahead, make
You put on so well that it make them so easy for let just jot them bullet points there. You see, you talk about law
Mhm,
and you talk about culture.
mhm.
For make law function, people get forget the right attitude,
Yes.
or they get for forge the right attitude. And how you forge that right attitude? Then? Now by learning or take instructions and follow instructions, because law is about instructions. They say we light red, no pass up. We it green, you pass. So when it red, you pass up, you don't break the law. So you get to follow that instruction. You see, we get a culture where I don't know what went wrong.
What went wrong? Now I don't tell you
Yeah,
that commission
yeah,
report.
you will come back.
That
Because
commission.
we they talk, we they try for put them into perspective. You don't talk, they try for put them into perspective. Because you see, where you they deal with mortal man in a society, it starts from the home.
Yeah.
The home, they raise children through instructions.
Yeah.
Now from there, they learn for follow instructions. If you not take instructions, you don't start forget a problem. Because education tell we for say, if Pekin no learn or take instructions or you not get training, by the time we then 7, no problem.
What if the instruction not in a beat day?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the kind of instruction where they know. I make violence begot violence. you know, because if the instruction where they give you now violence you suppose.
Violence they go for Sabi.
Exactly. Now I make when we go to school, not be mad because hot mental. It don't beat you, it don't ravish you. I will able to comprehend, you know. So that was not an option. Anyway,
First place you they hate the teacher.
exactly. The home therefore give you instructions. Then when you can have the educational environment, the teacher, now instructions they give you.
Yeah.
If you want to succeed in learning, you get for learn for follow those instructions. Even your exams paper, it come with instructions. If you not follow these instructions, you know they pass. Then you come for employment. Employment, you got your supervisors, you got your managers, then they give you instructions. So the one no life where they live, it is all about instructions. So you have to be trained for understand instructions and follow them like a fine-tooth comb. So you can't open the law. The law is exactly that too. The law and instructions. You get to learn how to understand the instructions and follow them. Then the constitution. Now
Now law.
instructions. From the beginning to the end, now instructions. But you find out for say, since the leader them from one of them background they are, where they not learn for follow instructions. So when they take power, the very first thing when they put aside that the constitution. I will give you examples them where then put the law aside. We all know very well say they not be make proper arrangements for Uda for take over after Sir Milton died. Hamilton talk say
That was unexpected.
yes, the man in for 48 hours where he talk was say I'm as fit as a fiddle. The man just died. To an extent, there are conspiracy theories them all over the place. They say this or that. I'm not going into that. When he died, the man where connive with his brother for let them do kuku jumuku, for let Albert take power. Because some people then get in their mind say presidency in a chieftaincy. If your brother die, now you not the natural person way for succeed. You see, we have to look at all these things.
You don't carry the documents and the hot tax one.
These are the things. These are the things. And I don't think they
The documents like sent to me, I go send them here.
because when you look at all them things there, you go begin to understand why we don't turn to akara we no rise. Now, then do kuku jumuku. How then do am? How they not do am? In fact, Albert Magano be then a SLPP then 10 day. Just like Sheki be just transition into APC. Albert Magano be just come up from PMP party we just done for them. Because even when they go na Lancaster House, he was not SLPP. He was PMP. People's National Party. So because Sir Milton and brother, and even though he and his brother, they don't see eye to eye because they don't agree ideologically, they are not tuned together. So the most likely person where from don't take place like River Smart. No, they're not game. Kandebure help and for let take him to power, come into power. Then he reward Kandebure handsomely. When that pattern of behavior, the nine continue.
Well, that's what you were told, say na Kandebure.
You know, so this I just to give you pattern. I don't want to go into argument right now. I just want to put how they
and they don't let they show no more. A complex to
how the corruption sit down that we waiting and how the corruption don't become ingrained to an extent. It don't become a culture, just like how you put up. It is there now because when you see a party lost power, what the other one I will turn you. When you talk for say, hey, this way they do say wrong, hey, and as for myself, we don't do it. So does that make it right?
Yeah, because we they justify doing wrong by
exactly. Because now that's what they take as a yardstick.
Yeah.
For determining where we are going.
And I go give you the reason why you done, why we did do
it. Please. Then you find out for say, for a good example, Naya, when Kaba take power, when he take power, he and Dembi, they get draw because ideologically they're not waiting. So when they talk about where Kaba go, Dembi no go. And Kaba began this obsession, say, anybody who left Sierra Leone, na collaborator.
Then be in the Lungi.
Yes. It not be go Guinea. So anybody will not go Guinea, na collaborator. So he come back with that attitude, and if he need somebody for help him, for punish the people there, we not go. So he make this collaborator business, and the person, whatever the attorney general, na Belewa help him. They make that collaboration law. They hold people picking them by that collaboration law. Then kill 24 of them. Firing squad. Firing squad not in our constitution. There is nowhere ever in our history where firing squad is in our constitution. You will hang the person by rope.
Yeah.
But the legal person, when Abelawa, even the Kaba, he's a lawyer too. Between them two,
he's not a practicing lawyer. I just say,
but at least he understands the law theoretically.
Yeah, you understand.
Yeah. So, and he don't work as a civil servant for the longest time in Sierra Leone. Anyway, so they hold 24 people. Them 24 people in that we are Corporal Tamba, Bori, Sergeant Alfred, Abu, Zagalo, Sanko, Squadron Leader, Victor L. King, Brigadier Hassan Karim Conte, Lieutenant Maruf Sisse, Lieutenant Jim Kelly Jallo, Captain Idrissa Keta, Kamolai, That Kamola Imande, the one them will be the attempt to run a prison, he begat tuberculosis. He was a very sick man, extremely sick. When they carry and go, then go shoot her. If then they follow the treaties, then West alone signed to. If then they follow the laws, them where they're supposed to follow, he should not have been executed on that day. He was very ill. They took a very sick man to the gallows and they executed him. Then dress all of them, 24 people they have, don't call them, but time no day, including a woman. When I know more wear check dress when they were in a prison. First time in the history of the country, a woman got executed. Kaba Dua. They don't talk about that, so they hide that. But the same way, now so Momo himself kill his own. Because you know the society, it is like anybody where get a dissenting view to the government they use the very law way for protect everybody in the country as a weapon for get rid of them. And the sad thing when it happen, we all know say it is wrong. Like this mania where they talk about so where get tuberculosis, when how they call them na be Captain Idrissa Keta Kemolai. Prison officers are aware of this. They know. Then it's shumu shumu na corner. Then it's cham cham na corner. But nobody not come forward for saying no, that is wrong. The population not come forward. So we all in Sierra Leone, we are all guilty. Every Sierra Leonean is guilty, either actively or passively. We are all guilty. Because when anything they happen, we all there. We all stand aside, we watch. Some of them even they clap. Because when they kill them people, they are SLPP people and Glady. They dance. Just like how where Biyogo go kill people in Amakeni, SLPP, people and they dance. There was one lady where I be find very distasteful and call her patient cold. If you agree with what I get talk, I get recorded in 30 days. So when you get a country, when they follow instructions, when the leader they only come, when they come, we not want to get leader in Sierra Leone when they follow constitution. When they come, they only put constitution aside. They rule by decree. And everybody in Sierra Leone say that's wrong. But we always sit and watch. Just like how Minkailu inside APC, he tell a flag, he tell everybody public say, he don't take the flag and the flag bearer I have. When you pull the flag from the bearer, the flag not useful to you, the bearer not useful to the person where you say you take the flag from. Waiting you left there, now a bearer where they carry the body. So whether you don't kill. You see, these are things we have to look at. So, me brother, where are you talking?
All the things you they talk so,
Yes, sir.
we'll continue to do them until thy kingdom come.
Well, the thing is, the only way we'll go able for correct them one day, we get for orientate ourselves. So
Not
we
an orientation
custom with
problem.
traditions and who we are. Because we identity, we don't know who we are. Because we busy, the Gopa, His Excellency, anything we get is now with Mangata. His Lordship now with Mangata. His Eminence now with Mangata. The other is when I with Mangata now history. But if we continue like this, we all go die will be history.
Black manga history.
No, we get our story. We have to tell it as our story. Like the
Well,
Banjuma first issue where they talk about two sided corruption.
let we not waste them on terminologies.
You know, this Banajuma first issue where they talk about, it apply right now. We see who side begin.
That is what we know. Imran, you cannot be what you don't know. You cannot be what you don't know. That is what we know as a people. Maybe some of us have been able, through research, reading, for understand the difference between that part and this part where they try for talk about. You know, we have to go into history and we get to learn from the mistakes of history. The mistakes of history is that We had lived in societies or clans where impunity now a mark of economic status. The leaders they always been getting those days, then they sell them people and then resources for make them gentry, the people suffer. That's what we do now
That's the same.
because we don't learn from it.
Yeah.
We take it as normal. And that's why when an Escoma been in power, you get a barrage of intellectuals all over the place. They all about an Escoma in wrongs. That same barrage, today they are the biggest Umamuis.
Of course.
You know why?
Yeah,
You know why?
hmm
I can always say this, but people don't seem to understand what I mean. One of the greatest scientists we would ever get in the world, we begin understand things beyond what in religion preached to we, Albert Einstein. One of the things we say, you cannot solve a problem using the method that caused the problem. In Sierra Leone, we keep trying to solve the problem using the method that caused the problem. We were all badly brought up. That's a fact. Whether we want to hear it or not, I will say it. We were brought up to believe in use of muscles and impunity. It gets a long history. Part of the history that the reason make people they run car inside the forest. Another part of the history, even the people then in the forest, where Europeans then come, you bin get certain Kaiba them amongst the people them, where they go no more at them village, then go beat and take them, then can't put them into slavery. It still they happen today in Sierra Leone. I want to show you something. I saw it on Facebook. I want to show you something. Now that same way, then they go sell with people there into slavery. Una just patient small. Okay. Una patient small, do ya? You see, we cannot be what we are not. We have tried to be a white man. We have tried to be what we think we were taught by people who never had interest in us. They only went there for profit. We cannot be. It's not possible. If we want to be Sierra Leone, let we look at what they do not correct and try change them. Because the biggest problem up to this date is that number one, we want to be with man, but not they follow the attitudes and the methods of the white man for the child upbringing. With man, every evening they read book to him picking, he put on to sleep. Notice so?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they do that. Now for me, the picking get the culture and the wish to find out knowledge.
So be it.
We, when morning Kalman don't scatter, they left the picking and for men themselves. Then come, then say holiday, then they buy clothes, buy suits, give the picking them. Ah, that man are responsible. Mayas is responsible materially. But emotional responsibility now zero now society.
Our society line at zero, total zero. And one other thing,
Cannot build the emotional support for the child they pick up a lot of frustrations and trauma in life. When he be an adult, he will be a wicked man. The next thing, because we cultures them mostly not get reading and writing, so the attitude of reading is not an integral part of we.
no, reading is not a
You'll be
hobby.
surprised, Mr. Toure. In Norway, every child should go to the kindergarten. From the kindergarten, then they begin teach the Pekin and the laws of the land. You believe that?
I believe.
Then they teach them the laws of the land. Then they teach them security issues, disaster management. People from the police, they go, then sit down the picking and then talk, like in a playful manner. People from fire force,
In
people
language,
from
yes.
the military, people, lawyers, then they can, then sit down and talk with the picking them. You know what you do? Let the picking and begin understand, say, when we grow up, we have to use this and this and live within this space of order and legality. We, the law, when they make in a parliament, they not they go discuss out the people. They just they go sit down, then talk what's in they want talk. Now, Sierra Leone no more, then they pass law within 24 hours. First reading, second reading, third reading, 24 hours.
24 hours.
And the constitution clear say the law, when they don't do the first reading, it for take like minimum 2 weeks because then get for Senate for gazetting and other things.
I say, where you then take power, then they take the constitution and put it aside.
The people we put in power are idiots and ignoranta.
And one
They
other thing where
say it
we
that
let
way.
the end, we very important for back what you say. Until you talk or say with man and they read book to them picking them before they go to bed.
Yeah, let go with the habit.
Then also they feed them picking them with routine, by routine.
Yes, all now
You know
part
they
of
go now with man also you picking they cry haphazardly, we before they feed them. If not every 2 hours then they get a bottle, 2 hours sharp in the time up. So you they find out for say by the time when they picking they grow up, it get routine in life.
this is structured
Yes,
mentally.
it get routine in life. It get the time when they WhatsApp, it get the time when they feed them, it get the time when
Go to bed, you get the time for grab, you get time for look television,
while
and
you
you get type of television where they look at type of age.
while you go to some home na Sierra Leone, some beginners you don't take 12 o'clock, take 1 o'clock in the morning, they really keep copy big people between big people. You get for go school in the morning.
Only and smoke
Yes.
cigarettes.
Then they send them back to go.
Then the
If
picking
Papa they
for
send them for go buy beer and cigarettes for them for like can smoke and waiting. You get for go school in the morning.
all that thing and then the hamburg we saw him run.
So we not get routine. We not get
I
routine.
mean, if we want a salon change, now put aside this APCSLPP
The
nonsense.
first thing that we
Now
go.
begin think correctly and bring up with mentality to the correct level.
If we not do
Sierra
that,
Leone are the cancer, sorry. Now Sierra Leone and they tell you say ignorance of the law is no excuse. You know why?
mm-hmm.
Now that's the Bandajuma frontier first been they do will
That's
lead
what
to
they say. That is
tax war.
mm-hmm.
Then they bully the people them, take them chief, then go put them a son. Now that bring the revolt. But then say, now so the law say, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Ignorance is an excuse, especially if you know you don't share the knowledge with the man who does not know. You see, if we're really ready for make Sierra Leone come up and that mentality bracket where we did and find a new space, we're gonna make we understand each other and respect each other. Otherwise, we are wasting time. And otherwise, we are leading ourselves to another brutal war. We will be more serious than waiting be happen within that 10 years.
Yes.
Today, I see now they try for fair now. We be say, um,
Waiting you say here about this party politics, this tribal, because tribes and party, they are all ways of dividing us. You know, a country na a whole, it's like we get orange. Where you know pillar, you know quarter, now one all orange. The country, now like orange. But when you cut a middle, it don't become half. When you cut them into further quarters, it don't become wedges. So we are a wedge of people them where we're very comfortable in being a wedge than for being a whole. We have to come back together as a nation for that we all come and forge things them where we believe in, we agree upon them, and we use them as we ethical values, what we use for measure with behavior, with character, and with attitude. But so far now, how we did so? we first and foremost don't know what to believe, whether or believe the Whitman law or we believe with customary law. All things
But
just stop.
we don't even know both of those.
Exactly.
Most people are being customary law.
So
We don't know both of those because we not get a structured attitude towards life. We get for face them things here. It's difficult and hard to say. It's difficult and hard to say. But if we don't face them, they will never happen. You understand me?
yeah, we are just
It's
going
difficult
round and
and hard
round.
to say that we need for structure with life pattern, build responsible children. But look Salon now. Instead of them, they teach the picking the whole thing for make them responsible citizens. I see them they dance in school, then they make them girl picking the butu, they shake their waist. You know, we get a lot of wrong things in we society. But we think saying a modernization. It's not modernization. We they go into slavery. We the enslave mentality by we will them who they do things.
But by and the thing where they damage we most now the kind of
I don't let
definitions the definitions then what would they use, because quite a lot of Sierra Leonean people say when you say modernization, it means to say for be European in your mentality. When
Is
it's
that
modern,
the way the Europeans behave?
eh,
Most of the way behave
you
down
know,
there.
well, the thing is, we dey try for get into Americanization, where we not even understand the American way of life. You
The
know,
latest
you know,
failed state.
rather than we try for know we serve and we try for create something within we own environment. Because when you get your own environment, you the modernizer. You they look at it, you say, no, we cannot follow this anymore. This is not right. Let us amend this. Let us improve this. That's what modernization is. That
Yeah.
change where
Take what you get and improve on an
to
INA
make it
modernization.
better for una. Not to for go take a foreign thing using a modernization, because now we mentality in Sierra Leone. That's how a lot of Sierra Leoneans see modernization. Modernization now for be Western. No, it is not. It is far from that. You can modernize, you can start a live. That's what you have.
Why not?
You can modernize, you protect a live. That's what you have. That's what you know. But
Why
the
not?
thing is, they want to eat pizza instead. But pizza is not your cuisine. It's not your
But
food.
even in pizza, you can modernize some of your basic diets then for make your own version
Make
of
your
pizza.
own version of them. It is not the original, but
They make we can modernize them, it be pizza.
exactly. Well, we got something similar to pizza, because now we call it by haircut.
Oh well.
We they make them, we they make them in the form of sandwich, because always you need now a bread where you add on things, then on top, you put them under waiting, it melt. That's what it is. We can make we own farm.
Now
And
you
then
are
you take
coming,
the
you are
ingredient.
coming with the point that I raised. That we basic problem or challenge now because we not get people them we teach we the value of who that we be. And that has to be the job of the home. Then the community. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't see what you know they look for. You see, this incident now inside SLPP strongly happen.
Miami Day, Miami stay.
So I dey see plenty woman them we gather one side,
Yeah.
and it hardly difficult for make you see even a single um, man among unanaya. So waiting at the problem really we don't they happen.
When I as they see we now we so there na today say for day na turn. Because something next the policeman next soldier man and they can rush we. If we will daddy them old one then they hold them beat them they put them inside motor car then go.
So waiting really don't happen.
They say our brother they go first then come the man then when they call the poison. So this now creates the problem now.
So you mean police come for arrest?
Police and kaya so jaman and kaya.
So now that made the man no dey na the tongue.
Yes.
So now una so there.
Now we so.
And I see like the tongue say look quiet.
Hey, nobody now we not today we dey no more. We don't count ourselves because they don't begin thief full property there. So now me go there.
How many days this so happen for?
Now 5 days this kid.
Anybody don't come to una aid in all of this?
Nobody pass to brother there no more. Nobody.
Una also man and where this don't be. Una afraid?
We afraid because sleep no day. When net can so when they can rush we would run we go inside bush.
And this if it continue so, how it go feel bad like for una?
It not go fine for we. It go feel say who do feel say na war. Even the chief in West particular, any day where they can they pull am. Now do the entire beat am before they go.
Without any
All right. We go stop on this.
The man about this man in the business. So
What did this they tell you? That thing will happen will lead to the hot tax war.
and it happens. It's always the case.
If Sierra Leoneans want for make Sierra Leone, do ya me a de beguna. Now we come up on this mandate team ni local limba talk. Now we begin examine we say what's wrong with we. When you get a set of people we grow up in impunity, then go in homes where them they beat them left and right, then send them to school where then they beat them. When then they in power, and that's where then they behave. Because that's what they know. Julius Madabio cannot be better than what he knows.
Now, I want to see something.
Mm-hmm.
We know one of the biggest problems we get is impunity. And the impunity, when it take place, it not just they happen, it get collaborators. Because you, when see bad thing they do, you not do nothing, you as bad as the person when they do them.
Or you not try for me the person no say this bad.
Yes. Because what thing they happen so now, you get northern people them, not western and then they talk, we are they don't catch.
The comments then are people when presidential
When they
election.
kill people in a McKinney, when they kill people in a McKinney, they be the gladdy. Now they don't get them, they say the gladdy. But the reality is, when they create a vicious circle, where they make
I talk so, we not ever see them say them glad the way that thing they be. Now the idiots the way they would be, we feel say doing that go make them get recognition and then be the gladdy. And I be don't talk now, they tell you back today. One of we northern brother from the very McKinney, when I a close friend, the net where the incident happened, he called me on the phone. Abraham, what's happening at McKinney today? I say, no, huh? They don't do this. They don't take care of the bastard picking and sorry about that word. Now I say, my man, never call me from today. I say, never call me.
People and they gladdy over waiting and no say wrong. Because right now, if you then are northwest, you watch this video, you gladdy. You are bad as Satan.
It get for you.
What did it happen? So then people there, yeah, being Mende, Soso, Madingo, Anokia, it's wrong. And if I be wrong for every Sierra Leonean, and every Sierra Leonean will raise their voice and condemn this behavior.
Exactly.
And when it be happen at McKinney, the Southerners, they keep quiet. They said nothing. The one them where
But
they
wait.
vocal about it at that time. Now the one them where they support us, you right they put them where they support Madabio.
Mister.
Do you know the pain where the people in McKinney felt, where fellow Sierra Leoneans then saw them crying and they abandoned them. They abandoned them at a time when they need support. They were not there. And now they go be tempted for making them laugh them well. But no will not do that.
You know they push solve the situation.
No will not do that.
They can walk cyclic.
It become, a vicious circle. And the only person where they benefit now the new colonialists.
Not them. It no matter whether they call them APC or SLPP.
Now the political class. Now the very one them where supposed to protect you now. where they abuse una in connivance with the very police, because the police them, now then talks then they, now then fumble then they, now then housemates then they. So they don't get the interest of the people. So now, then they beat them people and they. Why? They say the local men them not happy. The fact say this company promise say then go give them water for drink, then go help them forget a good road for me, then go able for transport them goods them to the nearest market. All of that not happen. Then now they're the arable land where they plant
from the people.
now then they go mine, mix the soil, use chemical and they. So the people they say no, this not gonna happen. Then raise their voice before they negotiate with the people. Then have a dialogue with the people. Then we always sit down when they talk about tripartite. This should be another tripartite where the government, the company, and the tribal authorities then forget a conversation, the best way forward. But rather than bully them, can bully them. So for submit them to waiting, then teach we by Islam and Christianity for be obedient. Do as I tell you. You do not have any other way. You do as you are told. And these are all of the wisdom where them brainwash we. Now make when you look at religion, when they talk about say religious doctrine. What's in a doctrine? And for indoctrinate you, and for brainwash you. When now they don't brainwash we, even where we want for move away from the brainwashing, then they come back forcibly. They beat people them. They put terror upon them because the best way for control somebody is to put fear upon them. That's what they're doing. So then they set an example now for the one that waited at Losar for see. If una have try this is what we're going to do to you. If you were in a rutile area, if you try it, this is what we are going to do to you. Well, this is why every Sierra Leonean for condemn this behavior. I don't care
We get for ask
questions or not, but the fact say what they happen is wrong. I don't talk this over and over. We country suppose forget people then inside the way for able for stand up for what is right, fight for what is right. But now we're not a fight for what is right. We a fight for who that we like. We a fight for we tribe. We a fight for we constituents. We a fight for we clan. We a fight for we schoolmates. We a fight for we college mates. We family them. But we're not a fight for what is right. And what is right now the law.
Yeah.
But we not they follow the law instructions. But rather we get the one where they circumvent the law. Because Solomon, any side way law day. Any side way law day, then go butu them pass under. And they go say, you know, go put any marriage asunder. Not to Solomon, no. Then go butu them pass under. Because any side way law they see them as babuaya. Then they butu them pass under. We cannot just follow rules. We know they follow rules. Rules is something that we hate in Sierra Leone. I remember
now we mental infrastructure.
You know, offline boy. One of the first ever can free talk. I go to Guard Street. One part of peace na yard say the part vex. He writes man create. Say per contest say make nobody know peace here again. Then peace na the part yard say the part fed up. He put a big signboard there. Say per contest say make them not peace here. Man they look the one in they laugh. They put the zip down. Then peace back. Then they laugh. Then they go. Then turn the part yard to wash yard. The man yard.
You know, Imran.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of work for do.
Bigger than we
God give me the strength and the long life, yeah. We fumble them, but kuna coconuted. And you know what's bad pan the salon coconuted? The more the coconuts the land mukuna, the more they turn jelly.
Well, my brother, you know, what didn't happen at this village here, so it clearly shows a colonialism led on. The colonial mentality this.
That's normal. What in you know in piss me off and the whole thing? How can regular police and army they go beat their own citizen for another man in business? This is the highest level of human rights abuse.
To start with, Soldier Mano gets no right to be
Not
involved.
to undermine business by internal
Exactly.
affairs.
He no get no business. Not only where the country they pass
At war.
serious internal instabilization where they get for try for get the country to an equilibrium. Now him, Soldier Man go get involved. But na Sierra Leone, even land dispute, Soldier Man and did it. Even club and market, Soldier Man and did it.
Business.
Soldier Man no get nothing for do with civilians.
As a matter of fact, soldier man not supposed for worker regularly under normal times with uniform, except you are on duty.
My brother, everywhere else where you go now,
Now we get the biggest army in Scandinavia because every Norwegian has to join the army. I don't live in this country 21 years. You'd only see a soldier the term way, then they move from one point to another, and I never see them with gun. Then they just sleep on their uniform.
we get Greenwich barracks now. Yeah.
We want to see the real Norwegian soldier go to them barracks. Now the tell you no say that that tahul them.
Man.
If they tell you the method of training now, we soldier they're not able to be around.
Man, we got soldier barracks now. Yeah. You know they ever see them with combat slippers in the street. You know that they wear combat? Now we too like we. They bury them. Now we they wear.
No, they wear them past there, they laugh.
I get all time combat. I even get a scarf. Look at me.
Then they laugh with us.
I get a scarf. I get everything combat. Everything combat. That's why when you get combat, then they can't hold civilian, then get a nasty beat.
We get a lot of change in our country, man. A lot for change in our country. If we not try for sit down now and think how we go change this change, if we sit down they cast blame, I swear to God, you know thing ever happened to Sierra Leone? Until we don't take kush, we bring and candy. We take all kind drug, we bring and candy. We picking them, they all go become drug addicts. Then foreigners, they where they can Sierra Leone, where they manage born picking day or married with sister them, now them picking and get for inherit Sierra Leone. And they talk this word every day, but people they know
this. They talk this one over and over, but for me, what now for there a section of the Sierra Leonean society, they in a bondage. They go through short and abuse. The rest of Sierra Leone keep quiet. Where are the journalists? One journalist no did it. Where are the civil society? Where would they call how would they call it now? Evil society. Where are they? Where they? Where will the citizens? Where a citizen fall? We all fall. If you touch one, if you don't touch all of us, that is the mentality we should have. Those people should not be left alone. Where is APC?
That's what them
useless group of politicians where you will ever know of this one. Why is he talking publicly? I don't want to know about them. I suspended my membership with them because that is not what I see as a political party. Because still like this, and then for day ahead, that's what you call opposition. For oppose that kind of behavior. But if you go get an opposition where they hand and glove with the government for sell drugs, then they hand and glove for misuse the society. Who say you know say Sierra Leone like me? I see one fellow we talk for saying a new face. Now I say, oh, you know, early morning bread there. So when you a new face, you want to be flag bearer. So when you get a new face, now that the people that go to rob them bread for eating their money.
Plan a new
So
face.
that's what you have to offer, new face. You know, where you get election as Sierra Leone, for let you know, say Sierra Leone, it really did at the primitive age. You know, they ever hear the politician and talk, but waiting and they talk, but now other country, we serious. You hear and Escoroma can talk, but and they can't make road. Marabio, they can't talk, but they can't give electricity. Then thing and when they talk to them for giving them for day in the first place. Those are essential. They're supposed to be there. You're not supposed to tell anybody thank you for them. They must be there. They should be there. When you go to any civilized society, if I they lie, Papa, you don't want to read and campaign by elections now. No way. Say that they can make water. No. Any country where someone had the economy, only politicians in the fight for say, I will do the economy better. Because now the economy, now in the determine how successful the country be. Now in
The,
the determine
the
how
always
wealthy the country go be.
we're not a politician in business.
You know? Because,
You
it's so
see,
sad.
you see how far we have come? Now we are known for Kush. I come into this report today. Until I've been telling you, say, from 2019, I they don't begin investigate Sierra Leone. A whole research institute don't come out with a publication. A day on PDF. I go send them to you about Kush. And remember the last program, I tell you, say, the drug issue in Sierra Leone are two-way. You get it out and they pull overseas, then go make an Sierra Leone where they spread all over West Africa. And this Kush.
Yeah, you didn't come in
Sierra
there.
Leone are the headquarter for the manufacturing of Kush. It's in this report.
Do you realize say the formaldehyde when they use for embalm people because of the formaldehyde when it lodge inside the people and bone. We cemetery them, they don't ransack they all, then they go and pull people in body. Then they go and pull people and skin.
Large just read to now this.
All over
Then
the country. Governments know they not try for stop. They not do nothing for stop.
likely killed thousands in West Africa with Sierra Leone as its epicenter. Epicenter means now they produce them. Some of the substances are imported from China, the Netherlands, and most likely the UK. Chemical testing finds that nearly 50% of the sample contain nitazene, an addictive and deadly opioid. The market is increasingly fragmented with small actors setting up their own operations. In Sierra Leone, better monitoring, testing, disrupting of the supply chains, and mitigating the harms of consumption is needed. I will send you both the reports and the web link. Let you read that yourself.
Well, Salon, now people away not true to themselves and their conscience and they not know for say Sierra Leone at the headquarters.
Now the headquarters for this kush.
Now the headquarters.
Now they pull and care and go Guinea.
And the thing
Care.
is, every Sierra Leonean know about it. Oh. None of us say they don't know. This is one area where I can say to a lot of people, but we get that mentality. Well, it not directly affect me. Like how they affect them people them. Who said in the holla so now, say they don't can take their money and all go, they don't go lock them. It not affect them. Well, not only business now, upright.
Another report on the same kush in Sierra Leone from one group what they call Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime. I've been telling you that they say whether they're ready, then go begin pull the report. They're not so.
Yeah, Papa.
Now in this, Siam.
It is.
And I've been telling you that they say that will not politicize this drug issue. Because when the final reports then they come out, all the political parties then get for involved. There you go talk
Well,
about.
the thing is, you talk was not politicized. We're not supposed to politicize water supply. We're not supposed to politicize electricity. Anything we're going to do for the people that like livelihood, not supposed to be politicized. But
Drug abuse for
unfortunately,
run enough for be politics.
Sierra Leone, everything just because they don't want to do nothing and it turn into politics. That's a very good way for let them distract the people from the real issues. Like for instance, then people they know the beat so now. And I tell people that they die, they kill them. When I kill them, like they miss them. And I tell people let them test her now. That is short a primitive attitude. That is short an uncivilized attitude. Because the last time when I check, I be made for understand, say, law of the jungle. The law of the jungle. Now, they happen anytime with competition. Because when you get partisan mentality, when are they in constant competition and not a healthy competition. Now, winners takes it all. You don't care how you hurt the other person. It's a bad thing. It's not good at all. It creates extremism. And Sierra Leonean politics now extremism. Now
Now
in a
that
practice.
now that's ridiculous.
Now extremism with a practice. And we got to go away from that. In a civilized society, a civilized community, then get cooperation. Then they cooperate with one another. If it affects you, it affects we all. If it improve you, it improve we all. Why we get politicians then when they behave so? Because they know they can get away with it. Because they know we are divided. Because we are divided, we not pay attention to details. Like what you they talk so. So man go they cost winner when are not and people you know SLPP. That they don't politicize us. Just because we say to them, waiting they happen to them, people don't
But then there's just somebody don't say me they protect me. Oh.
arrest me case. Arrest me case. Because they know they look at the bigger picture.
If anybody they talk about Julius Madam, I mean they talk about Tabasol.
Because at
And
the time
one of the few people who they tell and say na idiot.
when we family, we life be vulnerable. And Yale, lynch me that in about town. Now mean them man. Now he save me that in life. Now he
Yeah.
save with family. Now in Kande, he say, well, go who pay my negi. One nunga just to pay away. Oh, but to with my hint, pela. Agba energy akafai be. Wa will growl with you because he's a very respectable man. Let God bless him. He don't die a long time ago, but let God give him peace society now. Babantamoy. He be later on become MP in that area there.
Yes. Yes.
Tall, huge man. Tall pa, but very decent man. Now he said with family life. That's why they don't go around with us. They holla the poro waiting. Aye yo. Mama to repo your husband na dopo rauka kira. Ka fiji mo matu mo mago wa mabe. But I mean the man back. Na him na be the alkaline. We can neutralize the acid. So
You
we therefore go away from the mentality they say every man bad, every team man bad. Whether you like it or not all team man good. Whether you like it or not,
not all man get for be good.
bad. Not all men man good. Not all team man good. Not all team man bad. Not all Creole man good. But the same Creole man they what they talk about. Also, we get the most loving, caring, academic, what they call Lamina Sanko. And they back on the bright come out back. We say protectorate and a colony enough for mix. He said native man civilized the time go to Napala. He said we're not for mix with them. But now they Lamina Sanko, he changed the name for Etheldra Nathaniel Jones. He changed them to Lamina. You cannot be nothing than that. It's proper Roro team the name Lamina Sanko. It changed
But
the name.
Sanko na Madingo Nemo.
It changed them.
Sanko de Senegal.
Papa, all the name then they the name then now that we own
And
society.
the same Sanko de Burkina Faso then say Sankara.
Kamara na Madingo, Sise na Madingo, Chure na Madingo, Masare na Madingo, Koroma na Madingo. They all on team now. So we see an ass team.
He got him and did them back. We get
Then
them.
they get their own Uber day. Because there is a family of them Bangura, they want to be magistrate. I mean,
Well,
they're Tayama, you know.
and
So
we see how we confuse. We say Salona Mende and team in the country.
This thing a good way for that we connect to Southern brother them. We stand with them. We party them when our opposition party them for hold the government stringently on this issue. Therefore, summon the company in a parliamentarian, therefore summon them because that's what parliament does.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everywhere else, if I don't call the company.
And but don't call the company for can account for this thing. Then there's where Elon Musk they do a thing for do they not call her and Senate, although he not go there. They call her.
My brother na South Africa and white said and they condemn his behavior where it make towards
I
South
see, I
Africa.
see the video. That might be they
Yes,
talk them bad word.
South African white, it can't be white them. But just because a racism where me pull in South Africa can go to America, now that same racism they want export back go outside it come out. Well, the South African and we left there, we believe in the rainbow nation. Don't tell and say, look, my friend, we are not going to accept you here. Whatever bitter experience you have out of your racism, we are not going to allow you to export it back here. We are happy.
Well, that's how people think.
Yes,
We
exactly.
now
Rational.
it happen with a compartmentalize them. How no mend them. Now so then they went and can and go do so. No, we should move away from that. We should move away from that if we are less along go before. It's not possible that we change all things overnight. But we have to start at certain point. We get to start at certain point for begin see the bigger picture.
And that certain points they get to start with immediate realities.
Yes.
And what
Yes.
in our immediate realities? But Ture, you might go in a make you be chimney. Local them. Most of it local. Church council go area.
Alokode.
Local them wait on chimney.
Yeah.
Makini, majority of them are Limbaden, wait on chimney. You come na Cambia area. Now so them. So but them turn chimney. There is quite a lot when a reality. It is there.
Go now the south, now the same thing they meet today.
The same thing. That's the uniqueness of the society. Now that diversity they now we for use as we strength, but rather now we they use for abuse. We say we get something where a commonality factor. We're beautiful. We for make we a rainbow nation one pot where everything they inside. But Sierra Leone, you see, she say when I'm Madingo. Now you see, she say when I Limba. You see, she say when I Timni. You see, she say when I Soso. You see, she say when I Madingo. You see, she say na Sierra Leone. You see, she say na Liberia. She say na Gambia. She say na Guinea. She say na Mali. She say na Ivory Coast. She say na Burkina Faso. The same she say. What did that tell you? You come back Panture, the same thing. Menene de una Ture, menene de una Madingo, menene de una Chimney, menene de una Chonkolele, then na Cambia, then na Limba, Tonko, then they everywhere.
All down there where they talk so. Plus the fact that somebody will claim say shall be all the history in Sierra Leone, they don't get office of national librarian. Now the term we head of state go say in able make Sierra Leone because of democratic reason. Me no knows democracy they talk.
No, because if we get democracy, no go chief election. And the person with chief election, I don't go make secretary to president. You see, we get leaders that really reward criminality legally, and we all team up the watch, would they accept them? Dr. Gaima.
Yeah, because you don't make with the accept them. You know to make with the accept them. Now this make the public forget our awareness say then for all both APC and SLPP to books.
Yes.
With the accept them because the opposition party, rather than them do their duty, then they support within they gone by saying not to within a power. Because they know when they come to power, they will do the same thing. Democrats, with all the repression and loss of numbers, they are still active, not so?
Yeah.
Tell me, from 2018 to now, almost activism you see on the APC.
But you see the people, they're gonna knock. They make a decision, see, and agree for going to tripartite. Now they say no to them, Nasamura na decide.
Well,
But then decide Nanak. As a party, they all agree, say they forgo. That automatically make them the party in position. When I don't talk down, inside the talks, but now you send the report to me. Now the report then talk for say divergence view. That means to say water and oil, they not mix, they not agree. Then say they forget. APC say power part, they forget they rerun. That is where the how you call them, the deviance take place. Then now, person we go represent them as in return content, we go represent them. He talk for say, now Samura na him make this so decision, and the tripartite now they force you don't make a mistake. If you be no say tripartite a mistake, why you take part?
let them correct the mistake.
Why you not correct the mistake by not taking part?
And why not guide during the time we take part?
Yes, and besides, before they go for the meeting, Uda decide for let them go inside there and Uda pick the people them. Nanak. Now all the blame them put up by one person. Distraction.
Yeah, instead elect the blame. Now I make it sit down. It create further distraction.
If
Because man, we don't work in a Commonwealth. You don't work in a for World Bank. You get a lot of contacts. At a time like this, you should be fired up and running. In this world we live, certain levels of society, the way you don't reach there, you contact and you network. It is serve you for anything you
it
want.
speaks volume, yeah. Me the sideway
All
avec.
just clear out. Let it all just clear out.
The
Let them
sideway avec.
let them organize
Now
them.
where um the delegation come out ECOWAS, United Nations, which the community call a moral guarantor. We not see any morality for ECOWAS and Europe and America. Anyway,
But why then go be moral guarantor? Oh, not take your moral guarantor there on a
we not
tunnel.
push them aside because the people that will be supposed to negotiate this now the chief them if the chief them not
And
be
it
in
give them.
parliament.
And then chief then for
If they not
Christ.
be there, if they not be there in parliament, but they don't go mix up our politics inside parliament. Anyway, where Samura can that place today? Where Minganu Tima be talking nonsense and they for the table, bang! Say I am the chief negotiator. That is not your seat. I am still in should be in that on that seat. I will ask you now to
My question today.
but you not do it. That is
That
where he should have accepted himself. So far me concerned. That is the area where me angry. Because there are places then the way you get to assert yourself and you stand up. That's where he should have stood up. But he didn't.
Amora is not cut for leadership. He did not have that upbringing. So let forget it. Let it all
Because
come up.
inside that APC office, that's where he should have made.
I know how they say that
He will
the
not
same
go
thing
to
they
that
take up.
line.
Imran.
Yes.
What I'm going to call like me, I swear to God, if na me that day, the old man they run come out of that building.
For God.
Now one voice at the pull, all man they run come out.
I they knock the table. I say, I am the chief negotiator. And that still stands. You cannot, not now, not ever, sit in that chair. Get the hell up. And the letter where they send Samura, he named in the letter because he's the chief negotiator. You see,
The way I'm out and see
you
how
see, when you allow people for play you like Bofu, they go cross you the middle. They go cross you the middle.
Not so.
Because that's where he should have honestly draw the line. You see down there, Minkailu with the Edway Fiba, Fritambo. Oh, look at the left, the Fiba Gamma Lizard. It's him up. Well, we'll not get plumber with SLPP. We are fine. They say, we don't do the report, we not contact the government. No, we'll not contact them because not they in any plan.
After when that delegation come out and go hear everything again.
Yeah, because not a lot of people don't know.
You know what do?
Uh-huh.
You know what do?
Yes, sir.
The APC now them botch the whole thing.
Not them me.
Hey, in this life, they can help you to a level. If you're not ready for episode, nobody know the cut in finger for you. Then say you can take the horse to the pool, but you know the force and for drink. From that time when that delegation come, when they go to that party office, that's the way be. Now no hear about tripartite state there.
Hey, brother, there is no way me, Imran Ture, go there na water side. Soap go inside me eye. It's not possible. Soap
Hmm.
no go ever go inside me eye while they inside water side. Are they inside water? Soap go inside
What if, what if, what if you get reason for make you PI by willfulness of candy?
Daddy, na make boku water there.
Talk inside talk, buddy.
I go wait. I go reach and quickly.
And the Allah say,
Uh-huh.
bribe the pass on the table now. We don't know say cocaine money, but kuna salon.
Oh, me man. Now that same day that them Mikhail go make the Gangan beat the young supporter them inside the your office and in their own premises. Then the policeman said, not so we go there. Now, leader they send say no go beat you now.
And it's correct. It's
Oh, it's
correct.
correct.
We see the letter.
We see the letter. We see the instructions.
We see the letter. So don't lie and lie. Oh.
Then now, inside the APC, you get two parallel lines. Two parallel lines instead of one line. Two parallel lines. And we don't say, though you mathematics is different to me. Me mathematics, two parallel lines, no they meet.
Well,
Now the other line,
we can draw a line where they make a join, but they're not agree now draw the line.
you know, now that group they, yeah. If you see the flag, the people that don't come up for big flag bearer, then plenty pass and sign.
So mine then I've been 24, not so.
This time go broke the record.
This time I go past 50.
Guys, but the Kaloko family, they don't say that three brothers they don't come out. Three brothers them inside one.
Alone is a practical joke.
One mama, one daddy. Three. It just show how we disorganize.
Practical joke. The people of Sierra Leone, then get for wake up, then get for get up, then get for start walking. And if they want for walk this walk, then for put aside them petty sentiments the way they don't teach them. This tribalism, this partisan business.
And then I'm bad. Then two
Oh, they grow up, we not hear about APC and SLPP. And
God.
we know about APC, SLPP.
Now the party now,
Now, party then get national status.
yes.
People they not get the country not get status.
You know, at the already blogger there every day. They're so entrenched into them party belief system that they don't see nothing wrong. Everything don't fall apart. They still
Everybody get right for belong to a party, but a political party can never be bigger than a country.
well, that make na England, America, Norway, everywhere else in the world, outside people and civilized, where election they take place, the basis in which then the campaign it's based on the economy. Would that go make the economy better?
Yeah.
You know they talk about road, they know they talk about rest. Rest supposed for the staple food supposed to available. Enough for the in question. It is an essential. That's Sierra Leone, the only place supposed to go campaign. I go bring rest scams. I go bring straight away the man don't tell you say, nah, joker.
In almost institution, they now for food business.
Now the man straight away na joker. Straight away na joker. Because people don't vote so much on party. Then they vote based on who that they know say go make the economy better. We go interpret na them pocket.
Yeah.
That's how people vote here in a civilized society.
Let's just give some gist. Because of this economic issue in the world, sometime around September 9, the government then call meeting and call all the labor union and all the economic experts them. Then say, what are we going to do about the salaries? Then sit down, then set a committee, then work on them. By 1st of September, the thing became, by 1st of November, the thing became effective. They not double salary, they not put percentage, you know thing and do. Now adjustment then do. Then put this wage at a level where they know say everybody able buy in basic. And it get a condition. When the economy improve, if need they for reduce the salary, then they reduce them. So that they not go get deflation. You understand?
Mhm.
This is how government should behave. But when we own government, number one, the people, the thing they will forget with resources from them, they sell am. That you are showing us where then they go harass them poor people. Now mining area. Now then they go harass the people. Then I will ask this question: what in are the benefit we Sierra Leone they get from that mineral? There? If they get benefit, why all tell they go and bigger bigger? Why all tell they go and trust money? As we country this so right now, the debt where the government get for pay wages. Very soon, una go hear say we country don't collapse because the side them yabo don't block. You know, side them yabo all that bagbati wey them be they make even before that election. How we can run the election for we say bio like that cabinet they give them the
They give them
cocaine.
money. Yeah, yeah.
All that they don't block.
All I need on batty.
And
You
what he
see,
was that dinner road.
you see somebody they talk about Mr. Jallo. They talk about Mr. Jallo, would nationality be based on ideology, while patriotism? They're both the same. Now, also your loyalty day.
Naim,
Your
I mean,
loyalty, because as Sierra Leone, how we day right now, people then loyalties then they to them party and then tribe than the country.
yeah. They
If
are
your loyalty
patriotic
then are your
to
country pass your tribe and your party, then you're nationalistic. But
the
loyalty,
trust in the okay, go ahead.
if your loyalty is a lot more focused, your loyalty, you are so focused, the love of your tribe, you know, is so much the way it show up so. Then we are not nationalistic because we love and we loyalty. It's more in our tribes and we party than we nation. If you don't be on we nation than we tribes and we parties, then you don't find out for say like what's in the happen now that rutile area. The whole Sierra Leone go make an uproar. The whole
Okay,
Sierra Leonean
na
population
Makin
go say
Sierra Leone go make uproar.
they go make uproar. Big uproar. Say we not accept this. Those are our brothers. They should not be treated like that. But
Well,
the one that they not go talk for say, hey, they miss them. I'm
yeah,
a
wait till
national,
na
and I
Makin
don't
you
like
have
that. And I don't
the
like that.
APC had them pass mark.
And see them they kill we. And that's NBC, don't let me they kill people and they're waiting. We have to go away from that. We have to go away from that mentality. Lamina Sanko was right. Where Isela will amalgamate. Where Isela will amalgamate. That's what he meant. For let with loyalty go be focused more on the nation than with small caucuses, with small clans, with small groups. Because when we do that, we are not a nation. We are not whole. We are like orange, when they cut in wedges. All my only you small. When they say, can I put them together? No. Who go manage with your half now? I like other people and they die for hunger. No, not a share. We get with your half. This half year now for chimney, no more. Not chimney, man, no more go eat. I like if you cut half, una all go stay alive. You say no, I know they do. That's tribalism. And tribalism and racism, they're similar.
They're not the same, not the same.
But they're all a prejudice. They're all prejudice.
Racism, they focus on
Yes,
skin color.
that's skin color.
But
They're
I
all
think
that prejudice. You know?
not prejudice.
And
Prejudice for somebody where you not sabi.
how we
And
they
we
work more,
effort
once you
for
way gets power, it gets more chance for making inflict pain and the tribe way no like what matter be they do so. Man get power. So they use all the trimmings of power for abuse the tribe the way they belong.
way enough for like the people there.
You know?
I know
You want for Kaisai. You want for Kaisai.
You don't explain what you want to talk. That difference between nationalism and patriotism. Everybody gets a right for belong to a tribe. Everybody gets a right for recognize Sierra Leone as home. But we don't understand the difference between being patriotic to a tribe, which is a right, being patriotic to your political party, which is a right,
Mhm.
and being a nationalist who recognizes Sierra Leone is above all those things. With a life, I wish I say people are not patriotic. We patriotic every
Well,
Sierra
the
Leone.
Nigerians are better than us when it comes to that. They get their own issues then too. But Nigerian man, when meet Yoruba man, he like Yoruba kind of, but the way they like Nigeria,
We patriotic.
the way when they like Nigeria,
Then get association.
yes, the way
Una
when
get
they like
association.
Nigeria, and at the same with Ghana, they like the tribal groups. They're very proud of the tribal groups and the small tribal cultures and traditions, but collectively, they get Ghana medical officers, then yeah, Ghanaian, they're all. The associations, they're all national. And the way they elect the country, now Sierra Leone, now they see though, more time now they talk about Leon Stars, then they talk about Blackpool, Liverpool, Manchester United, and Chelsea. You don't not get team for it. You dey support team one other in your country. Where they outside. You dey argue so man if you pull if you took a copy Sierra Leonean for Chelsea. And you know sabi nothing but the club that wouldn't Sierra Leone, you're not even interested in them.
Yes, alone.
Me, my nephew tell me say last send Liverpool best for her. Now I say, Bobo, if I give that money, they it go do you a lot of good. Oh. He said, Uncle, do your way wear that vest stage and you get passion. I do bring them for me. Now I say, if I bring a car for you, the money go short you forget other people. I say, because that vest thing, I nearly 70 pounds for her.
You know, we therefore take patience for change we country. You mentioned say Ghanaians and Nigerians, they recognize their country. Yes, that's a big fact. You know why?
Mm.
You see all this nice road they all about Athens of West Africa. Now Ghana and Nigeria profit, yeah. In Ghana and in Nigeria, you dey meet several families where the grandpa become school Ika University, Nafrobe College.
Yes.
The same in Ghana. So the intellectual capacity within them countries then they for understand say even though we are different, I am Yoruba, that man is Igbo, but we live in the same geographic space, so therefore we have the same nationality. Who's I go no say them people then they then get that same nationality? Look the film industry. Look the film industry. You dey see cross regional, cross ethnic acting.
Mm.
Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, they all they act together.
Mm.
But we, even for play football, if you not take them, they no want let you did if you know to them or you know to mend.
And even their songs, them go sing the odd English words, but they must put their native tongue inside and song them all them song them.
Yes. Then get a cultural bearing we will not get. And get a cultural bearing we will not get in a salon. Anyway, I think we don't do justice today because as I say, I know they feel too bright. This me neck here. Dado Westham. Fambulem, Ona thank you for listening to we. We want encourage you now, Leona. Go turn what we discussed today now in our mind. If you get any questions, una come back and ask. The telephone day. I will be say today, I don't want to keep the program too long. Now I make I not show the telephone number. Let us have a discussion on these issues. Let us see the way forward for Sierra Leone. Because if we not take time, turn on the late Spawio. Now new world order would depend so, but Saloma no no. That international partners, then they don't pass through. Now, if person they go be partner with you, get for be one-to-one trade. So get for begin sit down the member, how we can come together, now begin mobilize finance. In case company can't say they want to invest, we say, okay, we they buy 25% share. We they buy 30% share from this company. Because that way, we they begin improve on we country economy. But if we sit down no more, huh? The pan, the pa, the pa. Who that tell una say they idiots then they up yonder na pa? Who that tell una that? Who that try change una mentality na salon, please?
Man, I did a research on we names in Sierra Leone. It make me body cringe. Our names are fast disappearing. And it's so funny when they condemn the South. The South still get some of them indigenous name them. Like Munda, Koji. They still
No,
use the name.
they had false name there.
Then they
Sorry,
use, then they use the name then they. Where you can at the north. Now so Islamic name then they Abdul,
sorry, it
Momo,
is serious. Then
Ibrahim. But names they like Suri. They're not they use them again. If I don't use them, they hide them Ibrahim Suri. They're not they call it again Suri again. Suri. The only person who I respect in Sierra Leone will succeed in life, will use Suri. Now in name where he succeed. Now S.I. Kuruma. He say S.I. say Suri Ibrahim. You know how the Suri be any Ibrahim. He says Suri Ibrahim. You have to respect him for that. But the fact is, our names are going. Names
yeah,
like Masiri, names like Demo, names like Mayeni, names like Untuma, names like Yereme, names like Yigiba. You know, Limba Sayo, Timni Sayo, where you go, the name them all now Islamic name. All Islamic name. It was not enough. It was. Then who are, what you would turn to? They
colonization.
tell you to say,
Colonization.
the man they tell you for say not for Paul libation again. If you night time, you never waiting. Oh, some man go tell you for say, if you're not Muslim, you're not for make a burying, you're not for cry. Jesus burying, the name do today. Jesus not don't die.
Yeah, well,
So why if Jesus die, would they call his name every day? But me grandpa where die, I not for call his name. I not for put libation for her. Abraham don't die. Then still they kill donkey for her, they kill sheep for her. But me papa will go die today, they say not for kill sheep for person who don't die. You know for cry. You know, there are some things that they will get for look at. We get for take, we traditions them, we customs them, separate them from religion. You see, if mosques be so important, before we can have the world, God for don't make mosques, but God not bring religion. Now mortal man make religion.
in
If
our
now
women,
God be make religion, where he creates we, guess what? God creates everything at the world. Now we last he puts in the world. Because God now a responsible God. He wants we forget everything. So if part of what he be expect we for we now maslasi, if we don't put maslasi before we come, if we don't put church before,
our church before don't be long.
if we don't be like before they come, people that sit down and not get tea for it, then they all then they call people and for send money for go build mosque. They not get water for drink. These are all the things. Priorities are wrong. So if we the people that they think that way, then they what we go into government, how you expect me for things?
Oh, well.
These politicians, they are just a cross section of the society. If the society is you call a jelly, so what you want to produce na jelly hate politician because now the ultimate jelly hate people there. Una we think me family. We know they kind of have for canker insult, but we all they consult with each other, and that thing that they talk, it affects we all through the we all they go through them. Why you feel say me in England, in Sajalo in Norway, we are economic migrants. We run away for having better life elsewhere because
Economic domain and
we
political
are the
migrants.
same thing, bro.
Not the
You look
same. Oh,
up kind of brand are the same thing all left and so
uh,
you know.
uh, my friend, I was in Sierra Leone. I wouldn't say I'm very comfortable. I never thought about leaving Sierra Leone.
Baba
Now,
the
they
same
have me in
Baba the
1990.
same way they beat you now, so they flag me. If you ask Mohamed Sisse, maybe the advocate for NGC, now my friend, we grew up together. He go tell Salo people them how they lick me. Why I mean lick? This very APC here.
But me on it happened very recent, and I was forced to leave the country because they came after me after that. And if they may get me the second term, like they don't kill me.
In the
I
first, in
if
the
see that
first beat where they beat,
they're all na
the
idiots.
first beat where they beat me, I wear me nice crepe where I buy from overseas. Fine, fine crepe. When they wipe me one for on the ground and then put me crepe on my foot. The SSC, they cannot go.
Idiots.
When they're talking about, they laugh about it. This is how bad. You know, me catch thief man at Freetown. Why reach Freetown? The first thing I experience, the thief meetings there. I catch the thief man, I can't go to police. They ask me for my pen and paper for make statement. People that they talk like for saying that matter be anybody talk that kind of talk, they not like a country and not truthful to himself and the conscience. Not so matter be you can point Sierra Leone, under matter be you don't can chronic.
Na the wickedness number we get.
But all that thing they don't happen. Sierra Leone, when you sick, you go to hospital. What will be small, you go with school book. Then treat you freely. If you start sickness, then you go home. The one or two sickness, then I'm going to school, you carry book, go back.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
now na Sierra Leone, before me they left Sierra Leone, that is mid 70s to 80s, where you go hospital, and they ask you for buy the syringe, the needle, the cotinol, the medicine, plus the paper when I do the prescription. You get for pay for X-ray, you get for pay for everything. Then we say we get government. Then when they vote for them people there, then they come before when I say they get PhD, then they will solve any problem. Where the PhD, where they do now a component, a small component of the subject area where you study. Now a topic, now they do a research part. That research there, then they train you in that process for let you sabi how to think critically and solve problems. So after when they don't train you that training in that small topic the way you do, if you come out there, you still not sabi solve problem. You go sit down na how you call them trapata, you come out there, you talk for say go in there na mistake. But you went there, you
I
knew
mean,
mistake.
open a neck for good.
It's just
Yeah, them the guy open anybody neck for good.
and then they give the allowance so serious dollar.
Nine at the rope. Nine at the rope. Now the money them be want. Whether they eat the
Money for
money.
6 months and raw allowances.
And then they can't talk to we like say we not coconut here like
No,
them.
we know,
Come
no,
all the idiots.
we know intelligence, we not go school. Family now we can and we go, but before they go, we family and we can patronize. Konotri, I take off my hat to you. You say good evening, gentlemen. Papa, now you are the real gentleman, pa. You have stood the crown and you still they rise and they rise and you see beyond your nose. You're a man will get foresight. Let God bless you, let keep you. Let God continue to bless you and keep you. Now
We
people
need
are
them
kind.
some
And in the
change.
next some of who they feel to say, we are hopeful, say we country go change. Thank you very much, sir. You always stay ready for fete for what is right now with society. Then you get Kate K. Thank you, Mrs. Sister, for joining us. Then you get Alusan Sankara Kamara. Thank you to me, brother. You always here patronizing us. We hope say una go dey send a link to other friends them. Make una not be the only one them where they participate and where they enjoy. The more the merrier. Do ya una let we send the links and let we um, subscribe. Then we get redemption. Okay, now we una one day. Then you
Um,
get star. These are the same people come presidential elections, they will vote by tribal lines. Yes, Papa, not true. But now the politician, when they come, then they shake your hand. After when you vote for them, then they shake your confidence. But now we give them the permission for do that. And then they do that they repeatedly.
the
Shake your
people
hand for election,
have
shake
wrong.
your
Now
confidence so then they governance. So now we come, now we they go family them, and they pass them to my colleague.
you see what I go talk to this we brother or sister, we sister.
Mhm.
The people have never been wrong. Now we the enlightened ones, and now we always wrong. We they misuse and abuse them. We therefore begin take the blame. Now I make me all at the say, all that class of politicians na Sierra Leone are freaking idiots. Let them clear out today. They'll get new set of people. We have had enough of that nonsense in our salon. Famulem on a good night. We will see you on Friday.
And before you go, I feel so for make a habit.
Oh, no, who go speak for the voiceless? The system they block voiceless. The system they use in the lawless. Oppress. Mama cry for the picky where them put to rest. These streets they red like the sunset. Bodies that fall, but we not forget. The women them cry, them pain at the silence. Who go fight for justice in this violence? Our leaders were the love for the nation. Why you not they bring with tribulation? Them they kill with dreams with oppression. Sierra Leone, we need salvation.